Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It is a brisk December morning. We have a blanket of snow. Winter has arrived, and today is the day that we are moving a pile of stuff with my 1982 MCI MC9. I swore I would never drive her in winter, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So we're opening up the garage. I got the oil all topped up. The battery kill switch is still off. I have no fears. They're brand new, huge batteries. Brand new, less than a year ago. So we are just going to plug in our block heater, turn on some heat in the garage for a little later, loading up some stuff in my Jetta. And then we are going to cold start and most likely have to pull out the charcoals again, hopefully with a smaller flame. Get the air dryer thawed out, and we are on the road back to its final resting place for the winter, full of my stuff to deal with in the spring. It's going to be an adventure today. I hope the roads stay dry. Let's go for a ride. So I noticed before that my low intensity tail light wasn't functioning like it was before. So everything's kind of set aside for winter storage now, and kind of packed full of organized chaos. What I'm going to do is clean up the connection and get some dielectric grease in there, and then once the coach is aired up and I can release the parking brake, see if I have normal low intensity running light again. Aha! Found it. I can't wait to have a shop. But yeah, so today is going to be our last drive of the season, out of necessity. And of course today, before getting almost 2/3 of a foot of snow, it is freezing rain. So we're really gonna test out the heater and defrost on this girl today. But in the meantime, I just loaded up my rims for next year in my dad's truck. And I got the new rubber ready to go. I'm not gonna put them on just for it to sit all winter, but we're gonna get this buttoned up. I also noticed that my lower running lamp isn't working, so I'll pop that out. I have a pile of more bulbs in my parts bay. This breaks my heart, but it's got to happen. And they're meant to be driven, so here we go. Now, last time I did this in my last video, I definitely used too many charcoals. That'll do. All right, so do I like the charcoal trick? Absolutely not. But you do what you got to do, and I learned that from a veteran. So I still have a little bit of time until I got to hit the road to do what it is that I have to do. I still have to shower, and Grandpa's having some fun with his granddaughter right now, so I'm not rushing that by any means. So the plan right now is we're going to cold start it, let it build some air. Then, once the power steering is functioning, I'm going to turn my wheels all the way to the right so I can access that air dryer more easily, put the charcoals underneath, fewer of them this time, and then get that valve to thaw out so that way the whole coach can level, high idle. I know it's not going to build any heat in the cabin until I'm really driving, but at least it'll be something to start defrosting before we hit the road. So here we go. And I've had the block heater plugged in for about 3 hours, so that's it. She's running. That's it. She's running. Awesome. All right, let's get these charcoals done. You can hear it building air, but it's only at around, 50 psi right now. Oh, dang nabbit, you guys go out. Come on, stay lit for me. All right, more fire it is. All right, so we got it in there. We're trying to warm the air dryer. Let's see how this goes. You can actually see waves of the heat rising towards the valve, which is cool. All right guys, that worked. It is now diverting the air. My pressure's coming down. I can hear the valve. So the fast idle is switched on. It's gonna air up. It's now running till we stop. I'm gonna put the charcoals out and keep getting this move underway. Oh, I love this thing. So unfortunately, I can't actually fix the small round running light. I got it out of the grommet. I didn't record it because it's extremely greasy. I didn't have gloves and I don't want to screw up this camera. But basically, it is such a brittle plastic pigtail that one of the ground stud broke off and one of the wires actually broke out of the plug. So on my way today, I will stop and keep an eye out, and I have the stuff with me to replace it once I'm on the road. But what we're gonna do now is button up that little tail light. I'm gonna leave the other light out of the large stop turn tail, and then I'll be able to release the brakes with my father in the coach to make sure that it doesn't just roll away. But I'll be able to observe what the lights do at the back, possibly have to turn the polarity of the light bulb around, button it up, and then we'll get some driving shots. I got the tripod, and hopefully as I'm driving, you guys will see that I'm not actually having to scrape the ice. So it's not the biggest drive today, but it is going to be an interesting one. Time out. Pause the video after this. One of the biggest supporters of my channel and my endeavors with my MCI MC9 is Capital City Apparel Co. Check out their website. You can buy some of my own merch direct from their website. They'll ship direct to your door. And if you don't want any of my stuff, you can commission them for your own fundraisers, projects, uniforms, anything at all. They have an amazing product with amazing software and endless capabilities. I've put this through the dryer dozens of times. There's no cracking, there's no fading, there's no peeling. Everything looks as fresh as the day it was done, and I cannot thank them enough for a top shelf product. So please head on over to their website, give them some love, please help support the project. And like I say, if you need anything from them at all, check out the website, get them on social media, shoot them a direct message. They will move mountains with a teaspoon for you. And they are one of my biggest supporters, and I can't thank them enough for believing in me and helping me get my channels out there so we can keep this bus going down the road and in movies and appreciated. So thanks again. All right, so everything is going to plan. The rest of my family's here. We're gonna have a coffee, spend some time with my daughter, raise a glass, and move the last couple of things I need some help with on the ice. She's aired up, she's blown off. She's gonna blow some nice heat, hopefully. We'll see how well the defroster does, and we'll get some driving down the road, and that'll be that for the season. All right, we are showered, we are loaded, we are ready to go. We're gonna see if this light is going to do what we want it to do. So we're going to release the brakes. They went out. They all went out. I should have a tail light on that side too. All right, everyone, I can't believe it. I am showered. I am ready to go. We are fired up. We are packed up. Look at this. Completely defrosted. There goes my mother with her grandbaby. I will be home for dinner. I cannot wait. We got clear wipers, working wipers, everything defrosted, and I'm gonna have to take my hoodie off at some point because it is so freaking warm. So we are gonna get rolling back to storage. We got our quad lock, wishing it was a pro clip. Alright guys, I don't know what happened to the camera, but it wasn't recording when we left. I did get a video of us pulling out. So, let's get a little action here going down the road. Engine temp is awesome. Voltmeter is perfect. Oil pressure is great. We got fuel. We have heat. I'm going to have to take off my hoodie like I said earlier. This feels really good. I mean, it doesn't feel good driving down the road in this weather dealing with salty roads, but it's a necessity today, so we'll get her done. Now, let's see if I screw up my shifts on the way down. Oh, this feels so great. I personally don't like to shift in the middle of a turn or on railroad tracks, just in case I lose a clutch linkage or there's an issue with a gear or my drive line. If I got power, I'm going to get through the maneuver that I'm in and then continue to accelerate. And that'll be in first and second gear. I never take corners in third. That would just be far too quick in this old girl. She is parked, she is fully loaded, she is locked up for the season. I will come back and take the batteries out, get everything buttoned down for the winter, put the dryer sheets and rodent repellent in all the nooks and crannies. But you know what? I passed 3 salt trucks. I had the wipers going, I had the heat cranked, I had to get down to a t-shirt. Despite being against my intentions of keeping her out of the salt, tonight was a very much needed therapeutic drive, and it feels great to know that she is safe and ready to sleep for the winter. So I will show you guys a little bit more in a couple weeks when the batteries are pulled out, and I have a few little things that I want to do over the winter, not on the coach but in preparation for next year. And I can't wait to bring you guys along for the ride. So thanks for tuning in with this random video.